Assalamu alaikum dear students. I am your teacher Khalid Mahmood and our today's topic is types of sentences, which is lesson number 18 of your book Understand and Communicate. Our objectives for today's topics are: learn the types of sentences, identifying the types of sentences, rephrasing statements as questions, rewriting statements in present continuous tense. Okay, if somebody asks you what are the types of sentences, what will be your answer? You would be telling them type 1, 2, 3, 4. But if somebody would ask me, your teacher, what are the types of sentences, I would tell them, I die for sentences. This is quite amusing to know that I die means I for interrogative, D for declarative, I for imperative, and E for exclamatory. So it would be very easy for you to remember the types of sentences if you remember I die. Okay, let us start with the first type of sentence, that is declarative sentence. A declarative sentence makes a statement or expresses an opinion and ends with a period. Period means ends with a full stop. Examples for declarative sentences are: roads are made from asphalt. There is another quotation which is an example of declarative sentence. I like long walks, especially when they are taken by people who annoy me. Okay, what is an interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence means it is a sentence that asks a question and ends with a question mark. Examples for interrogative sentence are: would you prefer chocolate or vanilla ice cream? Question mark. We need to get going now, don't we? Question mark. You have lost 15 pounds already? Question mark. In the last sentence that you saw, that though we have not used the helping verb or the question verb at the start of the sentence, but still it's a question because it is the nature of the sentence that tells us that it is an interrogative sentence. Okay, an imperative sentence makes a request or gives a command and ends with either a period, that is a full stop, or an exclamation point if it is a strong command. Examples for imperative sentences are: drive to the roundabout and then turn left. Do not condemn the judgment of another because it differs from your own. Please tidy your room. What is an exclamatory sentence? An exclamatory sentence expresses strong feelings and ends with an exclamation point. Okay, let us practice. Since we have learned what is a declarative sentence, what is an imperative sentence, what is an interrogative sentence, and what is an exclamatory sentence. So let us practice each of this kind with some examples. Okay, my question is, what kind of sentence is this? Are you going to the movies tonight? You're right. Yes, you're right. It is an interrogative sentence because the sentence asks a question and there is a question mark at the end of the sentence. What kind of sentence is this? What a great movie that was. Yes, it is an exclamatory sentence because the sentence shows strong feeling, plus there is an exclamatory mark, sign of exclamation at the end of the sentence. What kind of sentence is this? There are many different kinds of animals at the zoo. Yes, you're right. That is a declarative sentence because the sentence makes a statement. Open to chapter 5 of your math book. What kind of sentence is this, dear students? You're right. This is an imperative sentence because the sentence gives a command. Somebody is asking to follow the command. Wow, what a play! So what do you think? What kind of sentence is this interesting sentence? Exclamatory. Yes, you're right, because the sentence shows strong feeling. Wow! It shows strong feeling and sudden emotion. Okay, since we have understood what are the kinds of sentences through definitions and through examples, so let us do and move forward to our next objectives to practice some of the exercises of Understand and Communicate of lesson 18. If you open the page number 180 of your book, Understand and Communicate 1, you would see that the exercise number 1 says, identify each of the following sentences, stating whether it is a statement, a question, a command, or an exclamation. So you have just gone through all of these kinds or types of sentences, and now this is your test. I will give you just one hint for some of the sentences, and then you will answer what type of that sentence is. Sentence number C, where do you live? So we see here, dear students, that there is a question mark at the end and it is asking a question. So this is definitely an interrogative sentence. Okay, let us practice sentence number H. Fall into line quickly. What do you feel? What this sentence is exhibiting? What kind of sentence is this? Fall into line quickly. Yes, this sentence exhibits order, command. So this sentence is an imperative sentence. Okay. Dear students, we have solved 2 of these sentences. So the rest of the sentences you would be solving yourself with the help of the previous slides and 2 of the examples that we just did. Okay, moving to exercise number 2 of your lesson number 18, types of sentences. The question is, rephrase the following statements as questions. There is an example given in the book. The sentence is, he will return soon, and it has been turned as, will he return soon? So we see what we have to do. The question asks, we have to convert these sentences into interrogative sentences, into questions. So when we will be doing and converting these simple sentences into questions, we have to remember in which tense each sentence is. So according to that tense, we have to change and we have to convert that sentence into a question sentence. For example, let us do some of the sentences. Sentence number A. These trees flower once a year. So we see that this sentence is in simple present tense. So simple present tense, when it is converted into question mark, we use do or does before the subject. So we use do with the plural noun, and we use does with the singular noun or the subject. So here we see that the subject is plural, so we will use do. So the question sentence will be, do these trees flower once a year? Okay, let us do another sentence. Sentence number E. The clock is slow. So it is a simple present tense and it is equipped with simple helping verb. So in this kind of sentence, we move this helping verb before the subject and the sentence will become a question sentence or an interrogative sentence. The clock is slow will be as a question sentence. Is the clock slow? And there will be a question mark at the end of the sentence. Okay, let us do a different type of sentence with a different tense. The family went for a holiday. The sentence number H. The family went for a holiday. Since this sentence is in simple past tense, so we know that we use did in simple past tense before the subject to make it a question sentence. So this sentence will become, did the family go for a holiday? So you also notice that not did I use did before the subject, but I also used go instead of went, because when we use did, we do not use past form, instead we use present form. So the sentence would become, did the family go for a holiday? Hopefully you will be able to do the rest of the sentences yourself. Okay, dear students, question number 3 is, the following are imperative sentences. Rewrite each as a statement using the verb in the present continuous tense. So you will see that basically there are 3 parts of this question. The first part tells us that all of these sentences, A to J, these are imperative sentences. What we have to do is rewriting each of this sentence as a statement sentence. That is, we have to convert these sentences into declarative sentences. But we have to be careful while using the verb. The question asks us to use the verb in the present continuous tense. For example, the example given in your book is watch me, and it can be converted as I am watching you. So you see that watch me is an imperative sentence and it has been converted into a declarative sentence, and also the present continuous form of the verb has been used. So you will also have to do the same practice. For example, sentence number B is tidy up the room. In the same way you can convert it into I am tidying up the room. Also, you can also convert it as he is tidying up the room, or the boys are tidying up the room. The method that you have to keep in your mind is the subject usage. If you are using a singular subject, you will have to use is. If you are using plural subject, you have to use are. And if you are using I, you will have to use am, because these are the conditions for the present continuous tense. Okay, let us do another sentence as practice. Sentence number F says, please place the parcels on the bench. Place the parcels on the bench. So if I use a singular noun or singular subject, I can convert this sentence as declarative sentence as I am placing the parcels on the bench. He is placing the parcels on the bench. The boy is placing the parcels on the bench, and so on. I can also use the plural subject and convert this sentence as declarative sentence like the boys are placing the parcels on the bench. They are placing the parcels on the bench, and so on. So students, what you have to do is you can convert each of the sentence into present continuous tense by using either I, a singular noun, or a plural noun. In any way you can convert it. So after doing all of these exercises, after doing the definition of all of the types of sentences, and after using and doing all of the example sentences, I'm sure that you will be able to do types of sentences and identify them quite easily and confidently. Thank you so much.